Hello everyone and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3 Career Mode. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Today we got the Xfinity Series at Kentucky, a Cup Hot Seat at Kentucky, and the Xfinity Series at New Hampshire. So hopefully we can get a 5-star team when it comes to the Cup side, but first we got to get the Kentucky race in for the Xfinity Series. We didn't have the greatest qualifying position as the usual. We are kind of mid-20s here at the start, P22, as we take the green flag to start behind Kaz Grala and the number 61 Mustang. It's a 10-lap stage 1 to start this race. We've already got that win, so I mean we're just kind of going for playoff points, any playoff points we can get at this point. Hopefully we can pull off a victory here in Kentucky. This is usually not my strongest track. This is probably my weakest mile and a half on the schedule, so I don't really expect to contend for a victory, to be honest here. But we'll see what we can pull off, and let's hope maybe we can get a top 5 at least out of it. Now to the back of Grala again, going into turn 1. We're up to P20. We gain a few spots as we use the outside line to our advantage. Get kind of close to the wall on exit now, right behind Ryan Parise in the 18 car. He is, I don't know if he's in the playoffs right now, but last time I checked, he was pretty close. He was pretty borderline to being out or in, so he has some work to do, to say the least. But now in the P19, we haven't gained many spots in the first 2 laps. We've only gained 3 positions, so we certainly have some work to do here in Kentucky as we try to use the outside, and Parise forces it 3 wide, so I decided to go towards the bottom of the track instead under Brandon Brown. We got by those guys all the way up to P12 now on the last lap in stage 1 behind Michael Annett, our teammate, and I believe that is Tyler Reddick in P10 as we exit turn 4. We're not going to get any stage points in stage 1, but we at least set ourselves up somewhat decently to get maybe a good stage finish in stage 2.
No points. Good job. Powers called a caution.
I wouldn't be surprised if Christopher Bell is the stage winner. No, it is Justin Allgaier. Okay, so that's another playoff point for him. We've kind of had Allgaier and Bell and Custer kind of be really good this season, so we kind of have to watch out for those 3. It's like the big 3 of the Xfinity Series now. His green flag is back out, and stage 2 is underway behind our teammate Tyler Reddick in the 9 car, who's behind John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 into turn 1 on the outside of our teammate Michael Annett. He gets clear of me, and we're getting hit. We're getting hit by our rival. Spencer Gallagher is going to hit me up the track, just about into the wall. We hang on to it. I had no idea that he was behind me, but thank goodness we held on to it. So we just lost about 8 positions from getting hit by Gallagher, so that's just, I think that's, 3 races in a row or 2 that he has done something to me since he has become a rival as we try to go on the outside of the 51 car of Jeremy Clements into turn 1. Hopefully we can get around these guys right here. Brandon Brown in the 86, try to get alongside him on the exit of turn 2. We're at his quarter panel now at his door, pretty even down the back straightaway. We're getting pole easily clear of him into turn 3 and clear of Matt Tift as well as we get to the back of Brandon Jones in turn 3 on the exit of turn 4. Spencer Gallagher just ahead. Do I want to kind of pay him back? I don't know. We'll kind of think this through before we get to him as we try to pass Brandon Jones for 14th. Using the outside, of course, in turn 1. This should get us a run on the exit of the corner.
Still there.
Exit of 2. We do have a little bit of momentum now as we get close to the back of the 23. We're going to maybe give him a little bit of a bum here. Let him know we didn't like what he did, and I really screwed myself up. We shoved him into the corner, and absolutely nothing happened to him. But we just slid right on through the corner now as we come to the last half of the lap. In stage 2, you see him in P14 at this point in the stage. Not very good. We rallied back a little bit, but certainly wasn't enough. So hopefully we can at least maybe get a top 10 out of this race here in the final stage.
No points. Good job. Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Now let's see who won this one. Now we have to get by Spencer Gallagher still. He is ahead of me. So hopefully we can maybe get to him again and hit him. But Justin Allgaier wins stage 2, so he has swept both stages in this race.
Pace car is off. Are you ready? All right,
We're ready to go green behind 2 of our rivals, Spencer Gallagher and Christopher Bell. Green flag is back out in the final stage here in Kentucky. Do I want to give the 23 a shove? I don't really know. He's tried to get to the bottom line, but John Hunter closed the door on him, so he was not able to get in that position. Now as we get passed by the 86 of Brandon Brown, as we go down the back straightaway approaching turn 3, we get back alongside him. Now behind Gallagher, who's still trying to get in the bottom line. He gets the door shot on him again, this time by Brown in the 86. 3 wide on the exit, we do clear Clements. Now I don't know who's on my inside, but I'm pretty sure there is someone down there. It's the 19 of Brandon Jones with 25 laps to go now. In P16, we lost 2 spots on that first lap. Now we will definitely use this outside to my advantage. Out of turn 2, we are clear of Jones, and we're going to force a 3 wide on Priest and Gallagher. I see my chance to get by Gallagher without getting wrecked, and I took full advantage of it. Now Gallagher clear behind the 18 of Priest, which could give him the opportunity to maybe get to my bumper, but hopefully that does not happen. P15 with 24 to go now. Certainly has not been a good race. We had a decent start, or a decent ending to stage 1, but then Gallagher obviously had different plans for how my race was going to go. Brandon Brown in P13 having a really good run. Usually don't see why are these guys running on the apron. They were running below the yellow line. If I tried that, I'd be sprinting around and flying over the fence into the grandstands. Sometimes the AI just don't make sense in this game. Like, they're doing it again. Priest and Brown both entering the corner this time under the yellow line, where like you could not do that as a human driver. Now as we get up to P13 with about 16 laps to go, we caught this little pack in front of me. We got past Brandon Brown. Now as Ryan Truex is going to force a 3 wide under me. He hits me in the left rear. That was 100% my fault. I tried to shut the door on him because I seen him coming, and I was like, my gosh, he has a huge run. So I tried to shut the door as we tried to force it 3 wide. He gets clear of the 61, so it's not 3 wide, but we do get under Truex anyways and try to get the spot back. I figured if he wanted to make a move like he did on me, we could make the same thing happen to him. Now down the back straightaway, side by side. He is going to fight back on that outside. He is not going to give up the position very easily. Now side by side out of turn 4 still. Ross Chastain in P12, he just announced he's going to the 42 car in Xfinity full-time next season, which I was really disappointed to hear. I'm not a Ross Chastain fan at all, to say the least, but we do clear Ryan Truex as we approach the back of Ross Chastain for P12. We were able to get to his inside down the back straightaway into turn 3, pretty even between him and myself. And we kind of push up the track. We're definitely going to clear him. That's not how I wanted to clear him, because now he's going to get back to my inside. But that didn't matter. We lost so many positions. As you can see, we come to just 4 to go. The car really fell off. We got past Chastain and clear of him, but we've lost spots in the long run. We're sitting P16, and now you see Brandon Jones running me down, and Ross Chastain, who's right behind Brandon Jones, running me down. So we got 3 to go, and at this point I was just trying to hang on and not lose too many more positions. We're obviously not getting a top 10 in this race, which is not very good, but hopefully we can at least get a top 20 out of this. I think this will be my worst mile-and-a-half performance of the season. I see a white blob in the mirror, and I really hope that's not Spencer Gallagher, because these guys are catching me fast, and he might be able to get to me and move me out of the way. But now you see in my mirror, we got Ross Chastain making a move up the inside of Brandon Jones on the exit now of turn 2. The Ross Chastain is clear of Brandon Jones with a lap and a half to go. So that's going to give him an opportunity to run me down right here in turn 3. Coming to the white flag this time. Chastain is going to look to the inside. That is not Chastain, actually. That is Garrett Smithley. Those red cars, I tell you, they are so easy to mistake who that is. But this is Garrett Smithley who's passed me, which kind of makes it worse because he's slower than Ross Chastain. Try to get to his right rear out of turn 2. He clears me on the exit of 2. So it looks like if we can't get him in turn 3, we're going to have to settle for P17. Oh, he cut me off into turn 3. We almost got into the back of him, kind of chopped my front end, and that screwed me up in turn 3. But that's not going to be too much of a problem on the exit of 4. We're going to bring the car home in P17 just in front of Brandon Jones. in Kentucky. Not a good race at all for us, but hopefully we can turn it around going into the Cup hot seat. We're gonna see what we get for that, but I don't know why the car was so bad, but hopefully we can rebound from this. Let's see who won the race. Dylan Lupton, 45 laps down. Justin Allgaier wins the race, so he won stage 1, 2, and the race, so good for him. He gets another 7 playoff points. That might be oh my gosh, there was a crash that I guess did not bring out a caution. We did not have the fastest lap, so that just shows how bad I sucked in this race. But let's get ready to see what car we get to drive for the hot seat. We got all these messages, Michael Annette, the legend himself, complimenting me, so obviously we're going to compliment him back. Garrett Smithly will compliment him, and Carl Long, of course. And now it is time for the Cup race in Kentucky. It's a Hendrick ride for a 5-star team. We could use your help driving the 48 car at Kentucky this Sunday, so obviously we took this opportunity. This is a huge opportunity for our Cup career when it comes time for next season. So let's go into the race.
The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series is a Kentucky Speedway for the running of the Quaker State 400. Kentucky is a daunting 1.5-mile asphalt tri-oval located in Sparta, Kentucky, about 60 miles northeast of Louisville. Now, in 2017, Martin Truex Jr. won his series-leading 3rd race of the season here in overtime. He also swept all 3 stages. He was clearly emerging as the championship favorite after that dominant performance. So will a different driver start to separate themselves from the pack here in the Bluegrass State? Well, we're about to find out. NASCAR racing from Kentucky is coming up next on PRN.
All right, we're ready to go green in Kentucky, and I actually stopped recording after the Xfinity Kentucky race. So you may notice I'm in a different car. I'm not in the 48, but we are still in a Hendrick Motorsports car. We're in the number 88 car this time, driving for Alex Bowman this time around, as we are green in Kentucky. From P16, the goal is the top 3. So hopefully we can pull that off right off the bat. I'm using the high line to my advantage, like I was in Kentucky in the Xfinity Series. You see I got really loose in turn 2. Now to the back of Clint Boyer. We try to get lower in the corner, try to get under him, hopefully on the exit of turn 4 to make it 3 wide. We go under him, we're clear on the inside, so we're going to go way to the inside, almost to the grass, and there is another 88 car. Okay, we hit him. Okay, hello Alex Bowman, I don't know. Yeah, okay, there's 2 88s on the track, that's not a big deal. But we get to the top 10 right off the bat. It was pretty easy actually to slice our way through the field as we side draft the 10 down the straightaway. Actually kind of drove into his door. Now trying to go along the outside of the 20 car as I push way up the track, getting really loose now on the exit of turn 4, but we do hang on to it on the outside of Almirola still at the line. So we started off this race pretty good, and it kind of continued throughout the rest of this race. We progressed our way forwards, now past the 21 of Paul Menard, now behind Eric Jones in the 20 car, going to be able to get to his inside down the back straightaway. Going into turn 3, we should be able to easily clear him. There he is on my right rear. We got a little loose again, but we did clear Eric Jones and worked our way up to P4 just with 4 laps to go in this race. You see I got quite a bit of left front damage. I got right into the back is actually of the 12 car, as you can see, who's leading this race. We had a little bit of an incident, and now we have another incident with Hamlin. We do hang on to it out of 4. Okay, that was a little close to a crash right there. But now with just 3 to go, we're trying to get that top 3 position. Blaney leading this race. He's the one we had contact with, but you didn't see. I got into his back pretty good with the left front and did quite a bit of damage. He is, like I said, since then worked his way to the lead. We have not been successful doing that. We're up to P4, trying to get 3rd from Hamlin as Logano right on my bumper with 2 to go, trying to steal the position from me. We need a top 3, and we have the chance to do that on the inside of Denny Hamlin. And we do get clear of Hamlin out of turn 2. We're up to 3rd now behind Martin Truex Jr. in the 78. I should just dump him because I don't like him, but we're not going to. Down into turn 3 on the inside of him at his quarter panel. He clears me. I'm trying to play it safe at this moment in the race. I know we're coming to the white flag, and I'm in a position that I need to be in, so I don't really need to take any unnecessary risks, as the white flag is out for Ryan Blaney in the 12 car, who is long gone at this point. Now through turns 1 and 2, Truex has a little bit of a wiggle. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway, Truex is pulling away. Now we start to reel him in, so we go to the inside. He's going to block me going into turn 3, so we're going to let him have the position. Through turns 3 and 4, one final time on the exit of 4, Ryan Blaney's going to win, Truex second, and we're going to finish third when we needed the top 3. So we are now officially able to run for a 5-star team next season in the Cup Series. I'm thinking maybe we could drive the 24 car next time around, or next season in Cup, so who knows. I'll think about it. It would kind of make sense. I know William Byron's AI doesn't really run very good in this game because he's a rookie, so we could kind of change that by driving his car, so we'll see about it. But let me know in the comments if you would like me to run that car, maybe. I know we're going to have another 5-star team opportunity in Darlington, so we'll see what team we get then. But yeah, we got over 100,000 fans from that race, totally legit. We got 230K from Hendrick, and then Denny Hamlin, he is not very happy, we'll apologize, and Ryan Blaney, not very happy, so we will apologize. And we always have run-ins, it seems like, with the same drivers as I did in NASCAR Heat 2. Blaney, Hamlin, probably Austin Dillon eventually. But now we got one more race in this episode, and that will be New Hampshire in the Xfinity Series. So the trucks, we had to go to Chicago. We simmed that, and obviously had like a 12th place finish or something as usual. And that brought us here to New Hampshire. We have the road course swing coming up, which I'm really excited for. But now it's time to race in New Hampshire for the Xfinity Series. But first, we can check the point standings. You see Bell with 32 playoff points, Custer with 19, Allgaier 16, Hemrick 14, Truex 12, and then we have 7 in P5. And then there's the truck standings, that doesn't matter. And then you got the Cup standings, which also doesn't matter to us, but Truex does lead the point standings at the moment. Paul Menard, the last guy in the playoffs on the Cup side. So there's the rest of the schedule. We have just a handful of races left until the playoffs start. Well, actually, we have like 8 or 9. But now it is time to go and try to get it done in New Hampshire. Once again, we did not have a great starting position. We're starting behind our rival. This position is a little better than usual. We're behind our rival, though, of Spencer Gallagher. We start P15. The green flag is out. So hopefully we can kind of avoid a lot of drama with him. We've kind of had our few run-ins as we try to go under him into turn 1. He's already forcing his way down into me. Already all over his left rear. Into him again on the exit of turn 2. We know he's not very happy with me, and I don't want to waste any time getting around him as we try to get in front of him. He hits me again on the right rear. I kind of slid up into him. A lot of contact on this first lap with Spencer Gallagher, but we do get clear of him on the exit of turn 4. 1 lap complete, and we gain 2 spots out of it into turn 1. Gallagher closing. We might get hit here. Yep, he's going to hit me. Pushes me up the track, and he will clear me because he had to shove me out of the way to do it. But I guess we kind of deserved it because he did the same, or we did the same thing. We shoved him out of the way. Now as we force it up the inside of him, this time around, get into the left side of him, try to get into his left rear. He clears me on the exit of 4. We've already run into the side of the 23 like 5 times in the first 2 laps of this race. Here comes a little, oh my gosh, I wanted to hit him, but I thought I was going to miss the corner. Now we have a chance to get to his inside. I'm going to try and pass him clean, and that's exactly what I did. We passed him clean and got up to P11 with less than a lap to go in stage 1. John Hunter Nemechek, the last car, currently holding on to a stage point. We were definitely not going to be able to get to him by the time we get to the end of this lap, but we go send it in kind of deep in turn 3. A very low entrance. On the exit of 4, we got Ty Majeski in the 60 car on my bumper. But that's not going to matter to John Hunter. We'll get the last stage point, and we will get P11 in stage 1. There's Spencer Gallagher down in P20. So we don't have to worry about him, hopefully, for the rest of this race. Christopher Bell wins Stage 1 with another playoff point. I think he's at 33 now. He is really set up well. He's like a guarantee for the Final Four already, as the green flag is back out in New Hampshire. Stage 2 is underway. Hopefully we can get a few stage points. We haven't got any stage points in this episode in the Xfinity series, so we're going to try and do that this time around.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Still there.
Currently P10 for the moment on the inside of John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 car. He will not be driving that next season. It'll be all Ross Chastain as we go to the inside of Jones and Chastain for P9. On the exit of 4, we just about clear the Ford car. He hangs on my right rear though, so we're going to give him the space he needs. Now go to the inside of the 19, maybe even get to the inside of our teammate Reddick. No, we're not going to be able to make that move. On the exit of turn 2, we're definitely clear of the 4 now, so we are currently holding on to P9. As Jones clears me down the straightaway, we might be able to make it up the inside of him. Into turn 3, we do just that, and we get to the inside of Tyler Reddick as well. But he's going to easily clear me with no problem as we slide up in front of Brandon Jones, and we take P8 away from him. So we've had a good start to this stage for sure, as we send it up the inside once again of Tyler Reddick, trying to gain the position on him, but he is not giving up. On the exit 2 though, he does move up the track and we slid up in front of him, gained the position on him, and we worked our way up to P6 on the last lap now of stage 2. We got our other teammate Justin Allgaier 1 spot behind me, so at this point in the race we are the best running JRM car, I believe, now as we enter turn 3 and 4 for one final time in stage 2. On the exit, it looks like Christopher Bell is going to get another playoff point with a stage victory here in New Hampshire, as we are going to finish stage 2 in P6.
That's worth a few points.
We'll get a little confirmation here. Did Christopher Bell win stage 2? No, he did not. It was Ryan Preece. So Christopher Bell is right in front of me. This is good for Preece. We know he's trying to point his way in currently into the playoffs. He does not have a win. So you see we have quite a bit of left rear damage there when I got hit. Green flag is back out though for the final stage. And look who we got pushing up the track. Our another rival, Christopher Bell. Thank goodness I didn't get put into the wall.
Got one down low now. Got one down low.
Allgaier on my inside. Exit to turn 2. He's going to easily clear me, so we lost 1 spot off of that. Going to go to the inside, maybe even get to the inside of Allgaier. They really do not cover this bottom very well, so I decided to at least try and make that move. Exit of 4, Hemrick getting pushed way wide. Allgaier on his inside now. Maybe get in behind Allgaier. We're just going to kind of follow him, try to pass the 21 of Daniel Hemrick, as we have Kaz Grala behind me in the 61 car, who's also trying to make his way into the playoffs. I don't think he's in currently, as we are going to have a chance to go to the inside of Hemrick in turn 3. We do just that, right behind Justin Allgaier still. Growler trying to get to my inside. We don't allow that to happen. Very close on the exit of 4 with the 21 car. Allgaier really needs to move out of the way. We're clear of Hemrick now into turn 1, but Growler gets to my inside this time. I kind of slid up the track into the middle groove, so we gained 1 spot, and then we lost a spot to a different driver. So now we'll enter turn 3 behind Growler. We get into his bumper, a little bit of a bump to him, and now he slides up the track, a little bit of smoke because NASCAR heat, and now he has lost a few positions. I did not plan on doing that. That's not what I wanted to do to him, but now he will lose a few spots out of that, which is kind of unfortunate. Not what I wanted to do, but we do get back up to P6 with just over 20 laps to go at this time in the race. You see now we come to lap 38 behind Ryan Preece in the 18. He's really checking up, as we are now up to P5 at this moment. We slowly worked our way forwards. Now Christopher Bell, he's trying to get the lead up there. He's all the way up to 2nd, but we kind of started to lose a little bit of tire wear again, which is really common for me at the slower tracks like New Hampshire, where the right front tire will wear quite a bit, and then I will slowly start to lose time. And at this point in the race, that's what I started to notice, is the right front tire is starting to go away on me as I'm trying to get to the inside of Priest, as Christopher Bell is now going to the inside of a car up there to take the lead in New Hampshire as I get in the wall just about on the exit of 4. 13 laps remain now, and you see Priest just driving away. And more laps we ran and got closer to the end of the race, the right front tire just wore out to where we really started to lose a lot of time now. As you see, we come to 4 laps to go, still holding on to P5, but now we got Daniel Hemrick and Brandon Jones all over my back bumper. They have run me down, and now we're trying to gain a few spots on me as Jones very close to my back bumper as we approach turn 1. We have caught lap traffic, so this could be an opportunity to maybe get away from these guys, is if we can catch the lap traffic at a good time and they catch them at the wrong time. Hopefully we can gain a little bit of time now as Hemrick with a big run down the back straightaway. We go to the inside to block now, force it up the inside of Vinnie Miller in turn 3, and they get caught up behind him a little bit. But now Hemrick to the inside of Miller, so at least Hemrick is going to have a chance to get us still. The cars in front of us have had a little bit of a problem getting past lap traffic. We've got Cole Custer right here in P4, and I believe this is Ryan Priest in P3. So we still have a chance to get a decent, or we're already in a decent position, but we can get an even better finish out of it as we have caught McLeod in the 38th position now, going to force it up the inside in turn 3. As we get ready to approach the white flag, 3 wide is Morgan Shepard. Last time he was with the front runner in New Hampshire, he wrecked someone. That was Joey Logano as Hemrick passes me coming to the white flag. We're down to P6. We need P5 as the goal position. So we maybe have to move Hemrick because I really want to reach that goal now to the inside of Shepard. Get out of the way. You have ruined a race for me already. And now we are way behind as we go down the back straightaway. That might have been it. I don't even think we're close enough to give him the bumper. We're going to send it into turn 3 pretty deep. Try to get to his inside. We hit him in the bumper, but it's not going to be enough. On the exit of turn 4, Daniel Hemrick does complete the pass overall and get us for P5. And we're going to finish in the 6th position. I believe Christopher Bell has won another race, and we're about to find out if that is correct. I kind of hope it's not correct. But let's find out. Christopher Bell wins. Okay, so that's another. He got 6 playoff points total in this race, so he's at like 37 by now, or 38. So that is not good. Josh Bilicki finishes 40th. I don't know how you get beat by Morgan Shepard, but apparently it is possible. 38 playoff points for Christopher Bell now after New Hampshire. He has 6 wins, and we still have a little ways to go before the playoffs, so he's got plenty of time to gain even more playoff points to set himself up well for the Final 4.
Nice top 10. Every point matters.
Thank you, Matt Tift. And, okay, Brandon Jones, I don't know what you're mad about, so we're going to provoke you. Justin Allgaier, we will apologize, and now we'll check the points. But that will do it for this episode of NASCAR Heat 3 Career Mode. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Those would all be very appreciated, and they would help a lot. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. I believe we have a road course maybe coming up. I know we have Iowa as well. So, I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.